We are here in the new Urban Agenda Corner, and please, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kathrine Raleigh from Sant Pau Foundation in Barcelona.
And what are you doing here in the Congress of Smart Cities Barcelona?
Well, first of all, I'm learning quite a bit. There are a lot of fascinating exhibits and conferences, but actually I'm here basically representing the Sant Pau Knowledge Center. I'd have to explain a little bit what that is. Well, first of all, Sant Pau is a World Heritage Site, UNESCO World Heritage Site in Barcelona, and it used to be a hospital. And the foundation that I work for managed that site and that hospital, the hospital site. And now it's been completely restored and open to the public for visits. It's a conference center, and it's also home to some international offices, research institutes, programs of cooperation around just basically different areas affecting development, whether it's health, education, environment. And UN Habitat actually has an office at Sant Pau, 2 offices. And that's partly why I'm here, at their invitation, and to find out more about what they're doing.
And how important do you think it is to know more partners, to talk to organizations, governments in this Congress? Do you think that you could get new ideas to implement in Sant Pau?
Definitely. Actually, you've just kind of summarized another part of the reason why I'm here. The Sant Pau Knowledge Center, as it's come to be known as, this international hub, is really a place of bringing people together from different fields and different areas of knowledge. So as we're working for the foundation and also kind of as I would just say, a liaison with these offices, part of my job is really trying to identify points in common and connect them. In fact, our blog is called Bridges, because we want to build bridges between areas of knowledge, efforts, public, private, multilateral efforts in these major areas that people are working in. At Sant Pau, we're simply facilitating the work of those who are really doing this very important work towards these sustainable development goals, the urban agenda, and whatnot.
So you are constantly in contact with other actors. Do you think that nowadays there's more awareness about this agenda of the United Nations and the Sustainable Development Goals?
To a certain extent, yes. I would like to have that be a resounding yes. I'm absolutely certain about that. But I will keep it as sort of a modest response in that, yes. And seeing here at the fair that private companies, definitely a lot of the municipal governments have become aware, first of all, of the SDGs, and now with the urban agenda that followed up on those 17 sustainable development goals, seeing the links between those, and seeing how they're actually working to identify how whatever their efforts are in these different sectors or areas of work, how that is related to the urban agenda and the sustainable development goals. I'm seeing it more in sort of the municipal setting and a bit of the private companies that deal with the public. Now, the general public, I think that we have a long ways to go there still. Yeah.
How do you think that the citizens can be involved in this agenda, in this idea of sustainable cities? How do you want to engage them?
I think I see what you're saying. Actually, I'm I'm very much an enthusiastic believer in getting everyone involved, people of all ages and in all kind of walks of life. In that sense, I think really we should not overlook the power of youth, okay? I mean, that kind of sounds like a cliche, but it's so true. And there are many ways to reach them. You can look at universities on the one hand. You do have universities talking about the Sustainable Development Goals, but I'm not sure to what extent that's being integrated into the study programs, the curriculum. If it's more more university management or research oriented. But I think that the Sustainable Development Goals and the urban agendas, to a certain extent, could be integrated into the curriculum. And that whether it's engineering, whether it's mathematics, statistics, economy, any student should be aware of these goals and then how they apply it in their work. That's one thing, the universities. On the other hand, there's just general looking at existing platforms to reach youth and other people. For example, social networks, they're there. why not engage them in a partnership, you know? And so when people are directly connecting to their social network of choice, they're seeing some kind of call and related to that, related to the goals or something. And the other thing would be everyone is kind of connected in one way or another to music, the universal language. So there's these festivals. I think there's so many ways that platforms that could bring them in. And then also bringing them in, for example, at Sant Pau just last week, I should plug on this, we were supporting UN Habitat along with many other partners in World City Day, celebrating it at Sant Pau. We had 4,000 visitors on site, and they were learning about the goals. They were learning them also by participating in different kinds of workshops. We were also engaged with the city hall, the county government, the metropolitan area, different NGOs working with all sorts of different kinds of projects related to social integration, related to the environment. And I think that really engaging with people at that very, you know, one-on-one level is what's going to happen, and bring it to people's mind and make it part of their day-to-day dialect.
Well, definitely all the things that you are doing are really impressive. So thank you so much for being here, for your time, and we hope we see you next year.
I hope so too.
Thank you.
Thank you.